first day of school bus tour. Welcome to the first day of school bus tour.
So good morning, everyone, and welcome to Pathways. Welcome to the first day of school. The students are all up and in their rooms already. We're looking forward to giving you a great tour here. We appreciate you stopping by. We're represent what we think is a really great school system, and we're happy to be able to showcase ourselves a little bit. So all we're going to do this morning is we're going to take a tour of the building. The best way to show Pathways has always been to get the administrators out of the way and the teachers and to have you listen to the students. So we have 4 groups of student leaders who are going to be here and give you tours of the building. Each of them is paired with partners, because a big part of Pathways is our important partnerships, which is really embodied in our industry advisory board. We follow the National Academy Foundation model. I've said I've served on many nonprofit boards. I've never been to board meetings that consistently we don't have enough chairs for than our industry advisory board meetings, which are early Wednesday mornings once a month. It's a great group. I've never seen a more engaged group of professionals who come in on behalf of students. We are very proud this year, to announce our partnership with the Travelers Corporation, who's been great with us and is really committed to our school. And they're just one among many partners that we have who are really dedicated to this school. So, without further ado, what I'm going to do is we're going to take, I think we have about 40 or so people, so we'll take about 10 at a time. Before we start, we're going to introduce one of our most important partners, which is Goodwin College. And here, the Director of Programming is Alan Kramer.
To go one higher step. All right, one higher step. Thank you all for coming here. When Goodwin College got involved in this the first time, they thought we were actually crazy. Because here we are in East Hartford on a college campus with a Hartford Public Magnet School. It makes absolutely no sense until you think about why we're here. We're here about kids. And we're here about education and getting students ready to be successful in college. Not just getting in the door, but making it through and changing lives. And our greatest partner in all of this has always been and will always be the Hartford Public Schools. We've made this commitment from the beginning. It is a hard, complicated, sloppy process of figuring out how to make this work, but we're committed to it. In behalf of Mark Scheinberg, our president, I wanted to greet you here at the campus, but I also want you to understand that when David talks about us being a partner, this isn't for special events. This is for every day. We will, when you come back here in a few years, you will see Pathway students around this campus engaged in every aspect of the life of this college. It makes no sense otherwise. You'll see them part of our advanced manufacturing initiative, which we're planning with them. You'll see as part of our early college programs. Last year, our magnet school, Connecticut River Academy, 53% of those students graduated with solid college credit. And a good half of those, Hartford students. Not only the suburban students who would have done it anyway, the Hartford kids. That's our commitment, that's our investment, and if any of you who know Goodwin College know, when we get started on something, we don't stop. So here we are on our campus with our school and our students that we are going to build together to make sure it is the best early college experience possible, and we are so thrilled to have all of you here. So congratulations and thank you on behalf of Goodwin College.
But I also just want to acknowledge the incredible partnership that we have here. Also to let you know that this school was named the best magnet high school in America for 2014.
Wow!
Our presentation room on the 4th floor of our building, and it's a great space to present our larger projects, like projects we've done in Mr. Griffin's entrepreneurship class.
We had a poetry slam in here, so people came and they did their poetry from their poetry club.
And then we've also had competitions in here, math competitions, and that was really great to get the space to work in.
Yeah, one thing that's different about Pathways is that one of our themes is project-based learning, so although we do have paper and pen tests, our kids take AP exams and things like that, half of the assessment is performances. And so this is not a lecture room. We don't have classes in here. There's never a teacher up in front talking to the kids. This is where the kids either do or practice for their competitions, where they present the projects that they make instead of, or maybe in addition to, doing term papers and things like that. Because the 21st century skills of collaboration and presentation are at the center of what we try to do here. And so all the students at Pathways are up here several times a year doing presentations. All right, so we're going to start moving around. So, one thing we didn't get a chance to mention is we actually don't have one of our corporate partners here, is to talk a little bit about the work-based learning and internship program. And maybe you guys can talk just a little bit about it, because it's a unique part of Pathways that maybe you want to hear a little bit about.
Okay. So secured a job or internship from this school because Ms. Bennett, our internship coordinator, is amazing, and she helps many of our students get internships. So it's not just, oh, you're a senior, I'm going to help you get an internship. She helps all grades. Last year, some of our freshmen actually got internships also. So it was an amazing experience. You just have to work hard at it to get it.
So my internship was at Trinity College. We programmed the app for the mayor of City Hall. So the app did, like, say if you went to City Hall, you didn't know what office you wanted, you can type it. You can click the list of departments, you can click the mayor's office, and it will tell you how to get there by steering an elevator, give you directions. You can get a text to your phone, and then it will also, if you want to ask the mayor a question, you can ask the mayor right there a question from the kiosk.
So a little back to give you a sense of the proportion of it. So we have 75 students who had internships this year, and that's almost a quarter of the school. Almost all the internships are paid, and many of them are actually pretty highly paid. So it's really transformative for the kids who are involved in it. You know, the stock story, and we've seen it so many times now, is that you get a kid who, one of the kids this year, who he was so shy he almost wouldn't shake my hand in the morning when we came in, and he certainly wouldn't say hello. I just got back about a week ago from Travelers, seeing him give a presentation in front of a full room of people about his internship. So it's completely transformative. It makes you sort of question sometimes, how much time we spend with kids in classrooms, because they really, the amount of mileage you get, when that kid comes back this year, he's going to be a completely different student. And if we can engineer that kind of transformation in the students, the time spent in classrooms will be much, much better spent. And so we're going for 100% internships for all juniors this year, and we're trying to reach much deeper into the student population. All right, so we're going to, if we're good, we're going to get down the stairs before the bell rings. If not, it's going to take us a little bit more time. But you'll see a lot of kids.
You can hear me clap 3 times. All right, welcome everybody to Burns Latino Studies Academy. So the way we usually do it here is Burns Latino Studies Academy visitors, good morning. Good morning. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Happy Tuesday today and happy first day of school. Welcome everybody. This is Burns Latino Studies Academy. Dr. Narvaez, would you like to say a couple words?
I can't help myself. Just quickly, I want to acknowledge the amazing leader that we have here, Monica Bazzi. She's been up with me since 4:30 this morning, doing the news clips. She and her whole team were here. But I just want to acknowledge this school is a school on the move, and it is a model of one of my mantras, leadership matters.
Wow. Yeah.
And I just want to acknowledge the great partnership we have with Compass, who are our partners for our community school. So, yay! Thank you for all you do for our children and families, and for really rallying around them. And that's what I promised you. I wouldn't take away the time, but just wanted to acknowledge you, Monica.
Thank you. All right, so just a little history. This is Burns Latino Studies Academy, and I'm going into my 3rd year here as principal. And Scarlett Wong is, I don't know if she's here, she's working on something else. She's the assistant principal. She also is going into her 3rd year. And Liz Gianetta Ramos is our community schools director, and Compass is our lead agency. So when I came here, I know a lot of you know the history of Burns and kind of how things were. So when I first came in 2 years ago, we focused on the culture and the climate of the school. It really needed to shift. I couldn't focus on the instruction. I knew that needed to also improve, but we really focused on the culture and the climate. And I just want to celebrate with the staff and the students that are here. When you look at our culture and climate data from last year, we are above the district average on most of the indicators. So that goes out to our staff and students here that have really helped change the climate of the school. And so now now our motto this year is Soaring to Success. So if you saw us yesterday at the convocation, we had it across the back of our shirts, because now we've shifted the culture and climate of the school. If this had been 3 years ago, there would have been kids running around in the hallway right now. Even 2 years ago when I came, it was pretty chaotic, and now it's quiet. I can have conversations with you. I'm not worried about getting called away for something else. So we're doing that. Now our focus is going to be on instruction. You all have a blue folder that has our data in there. I like to be transparent with our data, so you're going to look at it and go, oh, the climate data looks pretty good. We still have things that we need to work on, our student suspensions and referrals, but they've gone down quite a bit. And then you look at the data on the instruction, and our students, we have a lot of students who come in below grade level, and so our goal then is our students have to grow over a year when they come here for us. So how are we going to do that? So our focus is really strengthening our Tier 1 instruction this year, and my job and Ms. Wong's job then is to get into the classrooms ourselves and with our leadership team so that we can give feedback and really shift and change our teaching and learning in this school. All right? So we have a big day packed here in a short amount of time. You have a staff person and 2 students that are helping lead you through the school. And so they have the agenda with them, and they know exactly where they're going. So I'm not going to talk too much more so that we can move on that. I'm just going to be honest, because that's how I am. When I noticed you getting off the bus, a lot of you were strolling. We're in school, so if you remember in school, you got to move a little faster to get to place to place. So that's what we're going to be doing here. So I just want you to know, because there are people that are timing, that we're like, okay, we got to go, because now, the tightest spot is the Family Resource Center. I want you to meet the wonderful people we have at the school, and it's not just the students and the teachers and the staff, it's also our parents. And we've worked really hard at changing our relationship with our parents, and so they are here to share with you their experiences for that. So I want to make sure, that's why we're really tight on the time, because I want you to get in the Family Resource Center and meet our wonderful parents.
1, 2, 3, 4. Up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems
we took classes, and the more important thing we had learned was FERPA. That means that anything you do here, it happens here. You cannot speak to nobody else. Confidential. That's for us. FERPA is confidential. It doesn't matter if one of her child do something and I'm the one dealing with it. I cannot just tell her anything. We learn a lot of things. It's like we work in here. We know what we can do and what we can't do with a child. Not putting hands on them. We know everything. That's why we're here, and we got the rights to work in the school, and we learn a lot. They have do a lot of activities that before they didn't do it. Parents here went to, with myself, they took us to Washington, D.C. to represent Burns Latino Academy. We go to other schools and represent Burns Latino Academy because our kids are here and we wanted to be heard. We wanted, everywhere we go, we want to hear Burns Latino Academy, somebody's here, so we like that. And more communication, I mean, everything has done so well. You don't see kids acting up in the hallways. We got kids cleaning up they can walk around and they pick up like everything is really perfect for us right now. That's why we get along as parents. So that's all I say. After the parents took the volunteer training here in the school and they graduated, 3 of them went to the Peoria University.
We're about to do a scavenger hunt to try to get to know our classmates. This morning we did 3 facts and a lie, and Dr. Barassi came in and read, and we had to figure out which one was a lie. So we know we have insider information on the principal that everybody else doesn't have. So we are extra special, right guys? So right now we're just going to do a scavenger hunt to try to get to know each other a little bit better. You guys want to join in?
We only have 2 minutes.
Okay, well you can, in the 2 minutes, see how many people you can find.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, among the students?
Among the students.
Yep.
All right, so you guys are going to get up and you're going to talk to your friends. And you're going to try to find someone who has a brother and a sister, who has a cat, who's been to another country, who knows how to do double dutch. Do you guys know what double dutch is? Do you guys know do double dutch where you turn the girls know what double dutch is, right? Someone who ate pizza for dinner. Someone whose first name has more than 6 letters. Someone who knows 2 characters out of SpongeBob, and I'll give you a tip. I love SpongeBob. Okay? All right, so you guys are going to get up. You're going to talk to your classmates, and when you find the person, you write their name on the line. And if you find an adult that has it too, I'll give you double points. Okay? All right, so everybody get up. And find someone to talk to.
Sometimes.
What country have you been to?
Why are we supposed to hear?
Just as well. Gets people back to each other. Check it.
All right, you can talk to me. What do you want to know?
Oh, I get it now.
I have never been to another country. I'm sorry. The person's name. So on your name, Josiah, on your paper, you're going to write Raul's name for something that he says. I have never been to another country.
Yes. That's how you're supposed to do, right?
Welcome to Rossi, best school in the system.
Working with the schools and parents, and it's a wonderful neighborhood to live in. As a matter of fact, I've lived in this neighborhood myself for a number of years on Southbridge Street. I moved here in 1960, I dare say, 1967. I moved here and basically stayed here. It was a transition of the neighborhood. It went from basically a Jewish neighborhood, and I had a rabbi next door to me. And so the thing about it is that he was there and kept saying, you know, the houses are emptying on the street. This is about 1969 and 70, and I kept saying, there's no signs up. But people are kind of just leaving. I just didn't understand why. So I asked the rabbi, I said, listen, you going to be here? He said, I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here. I woke up one Saturday, his house was empty. And he had moved. And I didn't know, because no signs on there, and they put the game to take on its composition that we have today. So, yeah, I went straight into West Hartford, just kind of moved down the line straight into West Hartford. So when I'm wearing Rawson's shirt during the summertime, I have a lot of people in West Hartford who stop you and say to you, I went to Rawson, and I went to Rawson. I'm saying, well, we have an alumni association with an author who is Michael Luton from New York, who actually runs it. And he basically set that up, and it's really wonderful. So I said, come on, enjoy it. I had an opportunity to bring in a class to Rawson from I think it was 58 or 60. And I brought a class on Sunday. And they wanted to see the school. And they, along with Michael Luton, they took me up to a classroom in the 6th grade, and we sat down, and they were there, and they said, I sat in this class. And Miss Lewis was the first African-American teacher in the building. And she sat on this contest every year. And if you wrote it, you had a chance to do a puppet play for them. And Michael Luton won that play, and also is an author today. He keeps crediting his experience to Rawson School. So he works with us on a constant basis. We have other programs in the building. That's a reflection of what his work is and my work is, Authors Academy. And that is basically to develop young authors and develop them in a way that they see authors and hear what authors go through in order to write. Our the biggest point right now is basically the Lighthouse Grant. And I know many of you heard of it, yeah. All square to be found. Almost had it. Okay, so the point here is that a Lighthouse Grant is a wonderful opportunity to have our population grow in the Blue Hills area. Just kind of bring back a multi-ethnic group in the area. Right now we are, what do we have, Mr. Barton, about 99% African American, Latino, and we really want to diversify that and bring students into this neighborhood so our students are not isolated, racially isolated. That's an important thing for me. It's an important, and based on going to Buckley High School, when there was only 5 African Americans in Buckley when I attended, it's very important for our students to have that diversity and see it themselves. So really crucial. It's crucial for me. It's driven me to go this way. And we had a wonderful competition to win the Lighthouse. We won the Lighthouse Grant. We want to move forward to reach all of the achievement that we can. Academic growth and also involving the neighborhood to be more diverse and drawing students into the school that we don't have. They had the principal's meeting. I went to the principal's meeting, and they had a list of resident, non-residents. They had the projections of how well they did, and on my list, I only had residents. I had no non-residents, and things like that. The prize. So we got to work on making that happen. I have parents in the back. Just raise your hand, folks. Raise your hand, all the parents there. We've had a meeting since 9 o'clock. We were continuing, and I told them if they had 10 more minutes, they'd see wonderful people walk in, and it'll be an addition to our school and see this today. So they're saying they have hot questions. I don't want to turn them over to you, but we'll come back and we can do that with the hot questions they have in the sense of answering those. Is that correct? Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. All right. So, Dr. Norris, I guess you'll take over.
Thank you. Sounds good. So just a few words. Thank you for hosting us, Principal Martin. And this is the first time I've been to Rawson School, and so excited to be here this morning. I have notes because there are so many people to thank and to give credit to who have been part of the Lighthouse Initiative. And when I came in and was doing research about the district, and I heard about the Lighthouse Initiative, I said, this is a game changer. So thrilled to be with you this morning and to be with the Rawson community, and just to take a few minutes to acknowledge the people who've been doing the heavy lifting and the hard work to do this really innovative work. This is the first time that chef dollars have gone to a neighborhood school. I mean, it truly is a different approach to reducing racial isolation, and to say, you know what, revitalization of the city, revitalization of neighborhoods needs to be part of this work, and we believe schools need to be at the center. We believe that people move to neighborhoods for great schools. So we have, and I personally have, incredible hopes for this new project, and I want to acknowledge the people who are doing the work. So first, the Lighthouse Initiative Committee members, and many of them, if not all of them, are here this morning, were instrumental in developing the proposal and then helping to select Rawson. And it was a competitive process, so congratulations to the Rawson community. And thank you for taking this on and really being pioneers. It's a first. It is going to be amazing. So let me acknowledge the team that made that happen. Shantae Brody, one of our great parent leaders in the system. I don't think she's here today, but we've met, and she's just incredible, and I want to honor her leadership. She was a parent representative. Kate England was the superintendent's designee, one of our amazing portfolio directors. So Kate, you want to wave? Joshua Hall, one of our HFT representatives, a great partner to me already, and glad that you've been a part of this, and thank you, Joshua, for your service. Enid Ray was also a parent representative and also works in our Choice office, and I'm sure she's back in the office doing some last-minute work in service to families this morning, so I'm kind of glad she's not here. I think she's serving our families in other ways back in the office. Craig Stallings. Craig was our Board of Ed representative, and I think that was so smart, and I'm so glad that we had a Board of Ed rep on the team. So thank you, Craig, for taking on that role in addition to your service as a Board of Ed member. So thank you for you guys made it happen. So thank you for your commitment. And yes, what? I didn't know that Craig was a former Rawson student. I'm putting all the pieces together. We also have a management team that is going to help see the work through. And again, many members of the team are here this morning, and I just want to thank you in advance for your hard work. And this team is going to develop and implement, get this, the STEAM theme of the school. So a lot of people know STEM, right? Like STEM is kind of part of our vocabulary now, science, technology, engineering, math. We added the A, arts.
Good.
I mean, it just goes so well, right? And I'm serious, like arts, math, technology. And you know, I had it, again, when I heard that about this school, I was like, this truly is a game changer. I had heard people talk about it, but to really make it happen, and say, you know, we're going to take this on and make it happen, it's really powerful to me. So STEAM, business and industry design. And let me recognize this incredible team. Oliver Barton, who's our portfolio director for the school, another great leader, Kate England. Kate can't get away from it, so part of the initial proposal and now the implementation team. Lee Hunt, the executive director of the Blue Hills Civic Association. We are so glad to have such a vibrant civic association part of this work. So thank you. Couldn't do it without you, and thank you for your work. I'm so glad you're part of this team. Cheryl Martin, the principal. You know my theme, leadership matters. So we need the principal as part of this team. And then my friend Judy Resnick, the director of the CVIA Education Foundation. Every time I see Judy, I say, it's kind of like it's a game changer. It's a game changer. So really appreciate her partnership, and again, so fitting in the theme of this morning of rebirth, renewal, and partnership.
start with Tim Mee with just a few words.
Sure. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you so much for coming to Clark. We are so thrilled to be partnering with the Clark School. As some of you know, CREC is the lead partner right now as part of the Commissioner's Network of School with John C. Clark School. And I've had the wonderful privilege this summer to work with these two fine administrators from Hartford Public School, Ms. Stone and Ms. Mendoza Overton. And we hope that those of you, how many of you have been through Clark before? Okay, so many of you know what this building looked like before. We hope that you see a difference. So we hope that you physically can see the difference as you walk through the building today, but we hope that throughout the year you're going to see the intellectual and the achievement differences that are going to be occurring throughout this year and into the future. The physical components, a short, quick fix. The long fix, where we need all of your help and all your assistance, is raising those achievement scores, and we're poised to work with Hartford Public Schools to make that happen. So thank you all for being here today.
Thank you, Tim. Trisella?
Hello. Good morning. Welcome to Clark. My name is Trisella Torrado. I am the Internal Community School Director here. I've been working with the Village for Families and Children for 10 years. However, for the last 2 years, I've been working as a community school director at another community school at Burr on the south end of Hartford. I am on day 2 at Clark, so I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be here. It's a beautiful school, and I hope that you enjoy your visit here. So thank you for coming.
So there are several things that we are proud of at Clark. We are Clark proud, and one is the extensive list of partners that we have. And if you look on the list here, those are all of our partners that are supporting us. We're also proud of the grassroots approach to change. We are the community outreach center, so we're here working with the community, asking them what their needs are, asking for their support in every endeavor. With that said, we take a research approach to teaching and learning. We're very proud of our diversity and our commitment to improvement. With that said, there are some challenges, and the challenges that I'm listing here are challenges that are within our realm of control. So these are all things that, although there are challenges, there are things that we know that we can work to improve, and we have an action plan that's going to address that. That's what the whole community school partnership is about. How can we bring our resources together to bring about some change? So some of those things are absenteeism, enrollment, culture and climate, although you wouldn't know that. I think I can just scratch it off the list right now. What do you think? Can I just take that off? I think that there's some things that are already checked off of my list. Middle school redesign, and you will see that, and also some things in terms of the facility. So I'm already scratching things off my list and feeling really good about starting this year. Okay. We have made some progress. And the progress in terms of staff, parents, community, I share in the progress. It's not just something that I'm doing, it's something that we're collectively doing together. So although absenteeism is something that we need to address, we do want to celebrate the reduction of 13.5% from our pre-K to 3rd grade students from last year. So that's progress. Also, the parents meeting and to help us form the community school model and the school governance council and also our PTO. So we have very active parents. That's progress. 4 parents have graduated from Hartford Parent University. And we didn't just start looking at academics. We didn't have all of the support and everything that we needed, but we started last year looking at how we can move some of our students who are in the lower bands. And with that, we did move 50% of our students in grades 1 through 6. They actually met their growth target. So although they're not proficient at reading, they are making some progress. So that's to be celebrated. 3 staff members have been trained in Triple P, which is the Positive Parenting Program, and that's looking at the social, emotional needs of our students. It's not just about the academics, but it's also about cultivating some pride and some motivation in our students, and also helping our parents to address some of the needs that they have and support them with parenting. So we're proud of the fact that 3 staff members are trained, and the Clark community agreeing on a lead partner and saying that, okay, we want some help, we want some support, and we're looking for the right partner who's really going to support us and not change everything, because there's a lot that's going well, but really to embrace what we're already doing. So that's progress. middle school redesign, college and career readiness as a goal. Okay. So this was last year. So last year, we asked many questions and I made many requests. And we did a fairly decent job. This was 2013. But this year, we're fully staffed and ready to implement best practices. And you can see the change just in the building alone from those pictures. This is middle school social studies classroom last year. And this is the middle school social studies classroom this year. Taken at about 8 o'clock last night with the teachers still working because we did go through renovation. So this is a work in progress and in process and everything else. So we're not where we should be, but the work that they did a phenomenal job of getting us, I said students first. So parents may not have everything they need right now. Staff may not have everything that they need right now, like their right computer or their right phone, but the students have what they need, and that's what's important. So that shows you that. Before renovations, and this is after renovations, windows, bringing the light in. Even in my office, people come in and they say, I didn't know there was a window there. There's a window there. Okay. Last year, we started to really focus on data and letting our students know where they are and where they need to move. And as you can see, this is one of our proud students with her DRA scores, and she had made improvements. And it's really important for the kids to own their data and to own their success, and she did that. So last year, we were doing a pretty good job, especially in third grade. But students will not only know where they are and where they are going, but this year the difference is they're going to know how they're going to get there. We're really going to focus on learning targets. We're really going to focus on the core. We're really going to look at our instructional model so that the teachers really have time to plan effectively, to be those great teachers that we know they can be. I want teachers thinking out of the box. I want to walk into a classroom and I want to see something different. I don't want every classroom to look the same. So that's the difference between this is our start and this is how we're going to get there. And last, the most important part of your visit is to see the building, is to meet the principal, but it's really about our wonderful students. I took many pictures last year. This was one of my students who had a difficult time earlier in the year, and by the end of the year I asked her what her I said, go get me your favorite book, go find me your favorite book. And this is what she came with. I like myself. So as you walk around and see the wonderful building, I want you to be sure to ask these important questions. Not of us, not of me, but of the students. Just talk to them. Just spend some time with them. Tell me one thing that makes you feel Clark proud. And I bet you they're going to have something to say today because we've made it happen for them. And also tell me something about yourself that you are proud of. So please spend the time with our students. Please talk to them. But I have a disclaimer. Today is the first day of school. So some kindergarten and first grade students are still adjusting. Some may still be in tears. So don't ask them anything. You may just want to give them a hug and so that's the one disclaimer. But thank you so much.
And so now we started the year with a full cadre of employees. There are 4. We put 5th and 6th grade together in a team model, 7th and 8th grade in a team model. We moved them from downstairs to the upstairs, so now the whole upstairs floor that you're on right now is middle school. Then downstairs is pre-K to grade 4, and that is also to contain our middle school students in an environment that we can see them really closely and keep a good close eye on them, but at the same time providing them with a trained, certified ELA teacher, math teacher, science teacher, and social studies teacher, that they will work together in a team and are going to be coached and working with the professional staff from Cricks Teaching and Learning Institute. So we'll continue down through here. all the classrooms have been repainted. If any of you remember, most of the cabinetry, lots of the doors were missing. Many of them have been painted. They've all been painted, repaired, new models. We purposed furniture from our CREC schools and brought them in. And so all of this furniture has been donated. And so the furniture that's been brought into these rooms and all the middle school classrooms is repurposed furniture based on our changing out of our magnet schools. So this is our new art room with Miss Taylor. And so it was one big long open classroom. So at that time there were windows on each end. Over time those were all closed off, and so now all the interior rooms did not, so they were pretty, you know, dull looking. So I'll show you the interior room, which I think is still a problem, but certainly it's 100% better than what we had, and then I'll show you some of the exterior rooms.
What percent of the staff that's here now was here last?
Good question.
Thank you, Tim.
John, that was a good
Thank you
question.
very much, yes.
Well, it's about 50-50. So about 50% of the staff, as Ms. Stone, I think, indicated, I can't remember if she said it to you or said it to the parents this morning, all the staff had to reapply if they wanted to come. On a positive side, when CREC assumed the lead partner, all of them did reapply, except for one person. So we were kind of surprised about, to be honest. Out of the staff that reapplied, we kept half of them, and the other half has been redeployed to other places. So we had a large hiring spree this summer. We had to hire 27 staff members this summer, which we finished, I think, last Thursday. And one canceled on me on Thursday night. I was on the phone with the runner-up on Thursday night, and she accepted the job and was here on Friday. So that's sort of how we've been rolling this summer. It's one of those, do it, put out fires, get it done, and be ready to roll today.
Yep.
And I think that's what we've done.
With the exception of CREC, what percent of the old community partners are still here?
All the same community partners. There's been no change. There's been no change in the community partners. We're looking. I think what we're doing is reorganizing and re-looking at how the community partners provide services, and then making sure that we're not overlapping those services. And are those services proven services? Are they services that are really resulting in good student achievement, helping with wellness of families, whatever they may be doing. So collecting data differently.
Great.
Okay?
Those schoolgirl days of telling tales and biting nails are gone. But in my mind, I know they will still live on and on. But how do you thank someone who has taken you from crayons to perfume? Oh, it isn't easy, but I'll try. If you wanted the sky, I would ride across the sky in letters that would soar 1,000 feet high to serve with love. The time has come for closing books, and long last looks must end. And as I leave, I
it's exciting. It's always exciting the first day of school to see the kids really anxious to get going and really ready to learn. Teachers and students getting together. They've had a long summer. They're usually ready to come back to school and to show that what the good things that are going on in the Hartford school systems. All the time you always read about the bad things. These are great things. These kids are wonderful. They're excited. They've had internships at Trinity College. They've done so much, and they're just ready to go back to school.
Hope. I mean, every school that I went to, we know there were schools that were struggling at some point, and you just see like a rebirth and just hope coming out of every student, teachers, faculty. It's just amazing to see that.
What a wonderful day to start school back. Gorgeous day outside. We visited 4 schools. All of the schools are in great condition. We concluded today at Clark School. Principal Stone and her staff have to be commended with the partnerships that's being put together at Clark School. I am optimistic that Clark School is basically going to be one of our best turnaround schools because of the partnerships, because of the people, because of CREC, because of Principal Tim Nee and those from the village that support this initiative and support this turnaround. The kids are smiling. There's windows here. Believe it or not, windows make a difference, especially on a gorgeous day. Windows make a difference. So I'm very optimistic about what's happening here. I'm very excited. I'm pleased to be a part of this particular day, visiting 4 schools and concluding here at Clark School. So let's learn. The education system in Hartford is a great one. We have turned a corner system-wide. The district are doing great things. We got fantastic schools, we got fantastic partners, and we have magnet schools that are doing awesome work. So I'd just like to commend the Principal Stone and the other partners that are participating here in Clark School. So thank you for your time and have a great school year this year.
You know, there is nothing like the first day of school, and this day did not disappoint. I just started the day and woke up so excited, and just the tour of our schools exceeded my expectations. I am so honored and thrilled to be the superintendent here, and it was so fabulous to get to our schools today and see our staff, our students, our leaders, our parents, our community leaders. We got to show it off to so many of our partners in the city today, so it's been just a wonderful day.